Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because we're going to be doing indie makeup releases and talking about all the new releases from the past week and my personal opinion about them, whether I'm thinking of purchasing them. I feel like this past week has been kind of a slow week, and I almost feel a little bit like eerie saying that, like kind of like how like you're not supposed to say it's like slow when you're working at a hospital because then the craziness happens. I'm like, am I putting craziness out there right now by saying that it's a slow week? But I was going through, I was screenshotting, and there just really wasn't that many like super exciting things. I mean, there's definitely things for us to talk about, like I'm still doing a video, but it was just kind of like, nah, like it was a week, like it was fine. So I don't know, I don't know, I feel a little disorganized today because I was going through screenshotting and there wasn't that much indie and it was just random things thrown in. So I just have just a little bit to talk about today, so hopefully it won't be super long. Before we jump in, I do want to say really quickly that this video series is inspired by Eqalizer and Samantha March. I have both their channels linked down below always, as well as the Community While I Buy a playlist and all the new, Instagram accounts that do like the new makeup news and everything like that, in case you're curious to see my sources. So all of the information, including all the products, all the links, everything I talk about will be in the description box. Very informative-ish. I do my best. I try. I went ahead and poured myself a glass of Stella Rosa Black, which is my favorite, except I'm the worst because I always open bottles of wine and then I like put them in the back of the fridge and I forget about them. So this was actually a combination of two different bottles that I'd opened and forgotten about of the same wine. So no longer carbonated, but still a delicious taste. So this is definitely my idea of a fun Friday night. It's like, what are you doing? Filming. Oh, also, in case you're curious what's happening on my face, I did film it, but I'm wearing the Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette. My lip combo is like 3 different lip products, which is a lot for me, so maybe I'll leave in the description box, and then my highlight is Pink Lightning from Sydney Grace. Alright, so the first thing I thought I would mention it really quickly just because these are kind of cute, kind of like little nichey, although Halloween is over. It is now November, so I don't know if these are even still available. I knew that they were like super limited edition, but Beauty Bar Baby. What am I doing? Beauty Bar Baby released some 3 new shadows, and these are super limited edition, like I said, and they're like these really cool, interesting, like they're heart pans, but they have like a spider web in them, and there's a little spider imprint. So for me personally, this was like a total pass. I do not need them. Like, I don't need like crazy spider shadows, but I did think, I don't know, I feel like for someone who uniquely would like these colors and the imprints and everything about this, I think it would be such a cute like gift, or I don't know, I could see why someone who loves this kind of thing would love this collection and this release. For me, I don't really like spiders all that much, or spider webs, or pans that aren't circular 26mm pans. So again, a pass for me, but I thought it was cool and interesting and different. It always piques my interest when indie brands do these really cool stencils and imprints in different products. So I thought that was cool. Alright, so next is a new collection from Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and this is their Fall Feast collection. So this consists of 4 different little like duos of a matte shade and then a shimmer shade. It's kind of hard to tell looking at these. I can't tell if glazed turkey and spiked cider are pressed glitters. They might be, so that's definitely something you'll have to look into if you are interested in this release and you have feelings about pressed glitters. For me, I think this is cute, but none of the shades really call out as super unique to me. And also, I just know like a duo is just not something I use. I had one duo from NARS that was like this super cute limited edition Christopher Kane packaging. Never reached for it. I bought a little Valentine's duo from Colourpop. Actually, I probably can't reach it right now because I have a bunch of stuff in front of it. But I had this tiny little, just the most adorable Valentine's collection thing from Colourpop that they released years ago. And I literally never used those shadows, not once. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's something about duos. So I know, like, even if I love the colors, duos are not for me. I just don't use them. Like, I need more in order to be inspired and to reach for something. So I think it's cute, and I like that it is Thanksgiving themed. I thought that was a little different than like fall, Halloween. I've seen Christmas themes, but Thanksgiving, like I thought that was adorable. Like pumpkin pie. Who doesn't? Actually, I'm sure a lot of people don't like pumpkin pie, but I think that it's just adorable. I personally, if we're gonna, get off topic because we don't have as much to talk about today, I am not really a pumpkin pie kind of girl, but I love pumpkin roll. I will fight someone for pumpkin roll. That is my absolute favorite. My entire childhood, my mom and my Nana used to always make it, and my mom, I know she's capable of making it, but she says that she's not. She lies because she doesn't like to cook, but it's so, so good. I really do need to take the time and just learn the recipe, the family recipe that we have for pumpkin roll, because it is thebomb.com. Like, I can forget about anything else pumpkin-wise. Like, actually, I like pumpkin, but I don't like the spice. Like, that's not me. But pumpkin rolls, I go so hard for. So I would love to know if you're feeling chatty as well. Feel free to leave down below. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dessert, or like holiday dessert if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving? That makes me hungry. Actually, well, no, that's more holiday than Thanksgiving, but I also love rice pudding. It's my favorite. This is so off topic, but how are they gonna have a whole collection of like food named eyeshadows and not get me off topic? Okay, so next is the most adorable palette. This is so cute. So this is from Rebel Rouge Labs, and here, let me go back. I saw that there was a certain name to this. Okay, so this is the Suspended in Dusk palette. And I saw a bunch of people saying it was like a type O palette. I have literally no idea what that means. I don't know what Suspended in Dusk means. No idea about it at all. I don't know what the theme is. So if you know and you're reading the colors and you're like, oh, that makes sense to me, like feel free to leave it down below because I'm so lost. But looking at the actual palette, I actually think it's so cute. It's available now for $25 for pre-order, and it has like these beautiful green tones and like the Hey Peter shade, the Electra Cute, and then like the super rich warm tones. I don't know, I'm kind of really digging this palette. And I've never tried anything from Rebel Rouge Labs, so maybe they could be my brand to try for November. Let me know if you would like to see a review of this. It's $25, which I feel is like an okay price for a palette this size. I'm not mad at it, so I don't know. I don't know if there's something about this that really caught my attention. I just think it looks super cool. But also I'm kind of curious to see like how limited edition it is. Like if I talk about it in 2 weeks, is it still going to be available kind of thing? But the color scheme definitely drew me in. I don't know. I feel like there's been several color schemes like this lately that are that mixture of like greens and blues and really warm tones. But for some reason, this one just spoke to me so much more than all the others. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the really nice, just the variety. I think that if black number 1 was a matte instead of a shimmer, it would be perfect. So I don't know. I'm tempted by this. I didn't run and buy it right away. I was good. I'm sitting on it thinking about it, but I'd love to hear if you would like to see me review it. I gotta sneeze. Okay, so let's see. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm not even on my camera roll. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I'm such a mess. I like took the same screenshot like 4 times. Okay, so next from Midas Cosmetics is some new glosses, which I'm definitely excited about. So Midas Cosmetics does like a rotating PR thing, and they sent me it for this month, and they had like a list of things to choose, and I chose almost nothing just because it's like if it doesn't super pique my interest, if I don't see myself doing a video with it, like I don't want to just have product to have product. But they did list their Goddess gloss on there, and I had no idea what it was. I didn't even remember them having a gloss, so I was like, let me check that off the box right now. Like, yes, gloss, always about it. So I'm not really sure like if I'm gonna receive what color or what. I have literally no idea what that entails, but I'm definitely excited about it because I love gloss and I love trying new gloss formulas, and I wear gloss pretty much every single day. So really, really excited to try one of these out. I am an affiliate or affiliated with Midas Cosmetics, in case you don't know. If you're ever on a website and you want to know if I'm an affiliate, you can always just throw the code Amy Loves in And if it works, then I'm affiliated because I just use the same code for everyone because I think it's so much more convenient. But anyways, that's off topic. I like that they did 3 different shades and they're all like nice nudes. There's like a really light, a medium, and a deeper nude, so I appreciate that. The shade 05 is definitely probably the most up my alley. I really like that. It just looks like a really light kind of milky pink. I think that would be very flattering for my coloring, so definitely excited to try those out. I think the packaging looks nice. It's cute, so I'm excited to see them expand. Hope I like the formula. It looks super, super glossy from the pictures, which I'm definitely all about, so I would love to know. Are you excited? I'm always excited about more gloss. Not that I necessarily always buy it, but these are only $9 each, which I feel like is a pretty fair price for lip gloss. So, all right. No, I'm going to leave that to the end. Like I said, I'm all over the place, so I'm trying to finish all of the trying to do all the indie before I do the mainstream, but I'm a mess. Okay, so we're gonna mention this really quickly, even though it's not makeup. So this is a little sneak peek from Lights Laquer. It says, guess who's back? Guess who Kathleen is talking about? So they're posting sneak peeks. They've got some new shades coming. All these names are so cute. They've got 11 HBIC, which I don't know what that stands for, but then they have Woman, Rosie, Girl Power, and Heffa, which is a female boss. So I knew this was coming and I was so excited because I absolutely live, die, and breathe for the Kathleen Lights nail polish formula because it's cruelty free for one, and a lot of drugstore nail polishes aren't. And also I just feel like it is so good. Like the formula, it's so long lasting. The wand, like it's just so easy to use, and I have like 30 shades. So part of me is so excited because it's like, yes, they're finally coming back. They're making it happen. More shades. Like I'm all here for it. But then the other half of me is like, oh, like, I don't want to be tempted to spend money on nail polish. I did not have that temptation at all when they were not releasing colors. I actually do still. It's pretty pathetic, but I still have Medusa from Kale Polish on my nails. I've had it on for honestly, I've had it on for 3 weeks, so it could be worse. Like some of these, like that one, that looks pretty good for 3 weeks. So I'm going to hopefully this weekend end up fixing my nails because you guys have seen this color for a really long time and they're chipping, and I keep hearing in my head this voice in the back that's like, it's better to have no nail polish than chip nail polish, but I'm busy, so I'm gonna try and fix that soon. But anyways, basically I'm literally always wearing a Kale Polish nail polish, so I'm excited to switch over to Lights Laquer. I'm super into it. I can't wait to try the formulas. I think that they're probably going to be really good. I think the bottle looks cute. I think Kathleen does a lot of really great colors, so I'm about it. I'm excited. I'm super excited. So I know it's not makeup, but I just had to mention it because she actually already posted one shade on Lights Laquer, and it looked like if Natasha Denona Gold palette was a nail polish. So basically I'm already sold. Pretty easy to make me happy. But next is from Sample Beauty, and they just released a new palette called the Equalizer, and it's available now for 30 pounds, which is about $36 for 30 shades. And honestly, I don't hate the way that this palette looks. Like I'm looking at it and it's not a bad palette. It looks like there's like shimmers matching for each matte, and it looks cool. Like I see the vision, but at the same time I feel like Sample Beauty has done so many palettes that kind of encompass the rainbow. I would like to see them do more that's more than just the rainbow, which when it comes down to it, this is a rainbow palette with some neutrals thrown in there. I like the way they organized it. I think that's interesting, but not something I would be tempted to purchase. Ooh, also, Hallberg Cosmetics is releasing some new mood sticks, I think is what they call them, but they're like a different formula because these ones are shimmers. So they're eyeliners. No, that's not it. I have one here. If you want to see like the packaging, they have little stripe on them and the cap, which is really helpful to show you what the color is. This one is Cool Mood, which is a really bright blue. So it's the same packaging and everything, except these ones are going to be shimmers, and you can use them for your waterline or for your lips. So your eyes or your lips, sorry, you don't have to use them on your waterline. You can wear them wherever you want on your eyes, but also your lips. So I do really like that. I like that they're considered eye and lip safe. I think it's always nice to have a multitasking product. But for me, I mean, these look fine. The one I'm most intrigued by is the navy. But I don't know why, I just don't really gravitate towards like metallic or sparkly eyeliners. These are something I would use in the waterline, and it's not something I go for. I have like one metallic gold liner and I like literally never use it, and it just doesn't really do anything for me. So I don't know, maybe if I saw these in use and I saw the way that they looked and I was like drawn to them, I could think about possibly getting them as a bundle, because I feel like the bundle is such a better price versus getting them individually. But for now, and mostly overall, I'm just kind of like, nah, like I don't need it, so it's not a big temptation to me. And then also, this is exciting. I was not expecting this. Cleona posted on their Instagram stories today and said sneak peek, full reveal coming this weekend. And they've got some shadows on their fingers. There's like a beautiful, really bright yellow, a lighter yellow, a teal. All those are shimmers, and then there's like a nice matte kind of light mauve tone. So I'm definitely kind of curious. None of these shades really speak to me to the point where it's like, yes, I have to own you right now. But I really do enjoy Cleona, and I'm excited to see what else they're bringing to the table, what they've got next. They always basically have my intrigue. So I don't know, I was kind of like, oh, when I saw it on their Instagram, because I just was not expecting it. Alrighty, so I think that is all of the super indie brands that I have to talk about. So let's jump into a few quick mainstream releases. First, there were 2 more Norvina palettes released, and they are mini palettes, but I told y'all when she released the 3 and said that was it, I was like, that's not it. Like, I promise you there's more coming. I thought it would end up being like volume 4, volume 5, whatever, but it's like that, but it's minis. So I wasn't 100% there, but I knew that saying like that was it, like no it wasn't. So I wasn't surprised at all by these, and I do kind of like the idea of them. I like that they're like 9-pan palettes. I like the packaging of the more pinky purple one, so I don't hate this. The thing is too though, what I don't like is that the palette, what is it? I don't know how to distinguish the two. The one that has greens in it, I feel like it's the same exact thing for me as the second volume, the volume 2 of the Norvina collection, where it was like all these beautiful greens and blues, and then it was like these random really warm pops. And I'm like, if it was just the blues and the greens, I would have been like, yes, here for it, would have purchased that palette. I don't really need another pop of orange. And it's the same looking at this. Like, if they had taken out the 2 oranges, I think that I could have definitely worked with this color scheme and like saw something from it. But just overall, I don't really love that color scheme. I do like the pinks and the purples together, but I know I have other things like that. I could dupe these out with my collection so fast, it's not even funny. So I don't hate these. I like them a lot more than I like the bigger palettes. But I don't feel, again, there's no temptation at all to buy them. Alrighty. Should we have this conversation? I guess we can. Okay, so Shane Dawson and Geoffrey Starr released their collection together. It's available now for purchase if you're interested. And they have the Conspiracy palette, and then they have the Mini Controversy palette. They also did a bunch of lippies, which none of those really interested me except for Shane Glosson, because I like a pun and I like a gloss, but I'm not buying it. And then, did they have anything else? I think they had like a makeup bag or something, and the little pig mirror, but that might have already been available. I don't even know. But focusing on the eyeshadow palettes, I was definitely intrigued by this release, and I was really intrigued in the beginning of their series because I felt like they did so many colors. At first I was like, this is going to be such a colorful palette. I'm like, I love colors. It's going to be so tempting. And then as time went on, it's like it slowly became more and more neutral. And by the time it was revealed, I don't hate the color scheme, but I don't 100% love it either. And it's definitely not something I would be tempted to purchase. I also feel like for a lot of skin tones that there's so many light shades. There's so many pastel shades. Like even the Beautylish swatches that I saw of the yellowy green shade on deep skin tone, like it was like so lackluster, and those are professional swatches. So I'm kind of like curious to see what someone with a deep skin tone will think of this palette and how it'll show up on them, because I was kind of I don't know, I felt a little wishy-washy about it. And then there's also the little mini one, which I don't hate. It's fine. I feel like I could pull shades from both palettes and then have a little 9-pan palette, build my own 9-pan palette, and have a color scheme that I would really go for. So basically, I don't know, I feel kind of weird even talking about this, but I did go ahead and do a video, a no drama dupes, where I went out and I duped like the entire Controversy palette. Or wait, no, Conspiracy palette. I keep getting them mixed up. And then I also did a dupe for the green shade that got taken out during the series. So you can see my little fatality here, the red, that's super broken. But I was inspired by the color scheme, and once I put it together and did like my dupe version, I actually do kind of like this color scheme together. I kind of see the, like, I see the vision now, but it's kind of, I don't know. Some people just get rubbed wrong with dupes, and I try to make my intentions clear that it's for, you know, someone who doesn't want to buy the palette, someone who can't afford the palette, who just wants a few shades, you know. There's all kinds of reasons why someone wouldn't buy the palette, including like people's racist past, but anyways, like that's not even like the topic. I didn't even bring it up, but I did do a video, and I've been like, I don't know, going back and forth on deleting it just because I thought that it would be, I know this is off topic, maybe it's just, I just have to get it off my chest, but I thought it would be like, you know, sometimes like not everyone loves certain things, so I like get a little bit of backlash, and that's fine. Like not everyone has to love everything that I do, but unfortunately when you do something, duping something from two creators who have like 40 million subscribers together, people tend to get really mad at you because they stan them so hard. So it's gone from just like people commenting that they don't like it to like I'm an effing hater and an effing B word and all these kind of horrible, awful, nasty things, which I would never write to someone on the internet because I have morals. It put me in a weird space, and I kind of wanted to delete it, but then every time I'm like about to delete it, someone comments that they find it helpful and like thank you, and someone comments something nice. So if you did comment something nice, I appreciate it, because I was honestly just trying to provide dupes, and now like I'm like hiding a little bit, because I didn't think that I would be putting myself in the fire like that. I didn't think it was like that. So I feel weird, and it makes me just feel like, I don't know how to phrase this, but I feel like it made my perspective even like a little bit different, just to the point where it's like, even though I was already kind of like, I would not purchase this, now it's like, I would not purchase this, because I just feel like I'm not trying to put myself in the fire. I just want to like be not like, that's not what I was trying to do. So I'm not about it. It's not worth the stress. So basically I'm just gonna do my best to not be any part of that anymore ever again. So that's kind of my thoughts. I was originally, actually the reason why I started this tangent is because originally I asked in that video if y'all would like to see me dupe the mini controversy. No. Yes, the mini controversy. How are they gonna have conspiracy and controversy together? I keep mixing them up every 2 seconds. But I asked, and so many people said yes, but I'm not gonna do it just because I don't want, no. I'm over it. I'm over the whole thing. All right, next is something that I am so excited about because it is very, very much so up my alley. And this is the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealers. And I'm just so excited about this because the Pretty Fresh the Pretty Fresh line in general really caught my attention. It just seems like something I would really, really like. But I didn't purchase anything because of my low buy rules. I've literally spent like less than $50 this entire year on Colourpop, and some of that wasn't even for me. So I feel very, very accomplished, to be honest, because I feel like my rules kept me from getting sucked into the Colourpop every single week order type thing. But the time has passed, and I know that there's still a few things that I really have my interest in. And so going into December, I might end up placing a small Colourpop order, just grabbing a few things that I really, really want to try. That would include the Pretty Fresh line, but my lovely little friend, that was weird. Makeup Just for Fun. We hung out in New York. She works with Colourpop, for Colourpop, and she asked me to pick out my shade and said she would send it over to me along with one of the shades of the actual Pretty Fresh like tinted moisturizer. So I'm very, very excited to try those. So like I said, I definitely would have purchased them myself 100% after I see reviews of the concealer, of course. I saw really good things about the tinted moisturizer, but the whole Pretty Fresh line, like I might end up trying more things from. I don't know. I'm just all about it. And the fact that they're like really dewy, just hydrating concealers sounds like perfection to me. And for some reason, I have a holy grail concealer, but I'm always on the hunt for the next best thing. And I keep trying concealers and not loving them. And I'm on the bottom of so many concealers. I don't know. I also feel like this is something my mom would really, really like. I don't know why I feel like my head is all over the place right now, but I'd love to know if you've tried anything from the Pretty Fresh line, if there's anything you recommend. Actually, even further than that, if you've tried things from Colourpop this year, I would love to know what your #1 product was that came out that they released this entire year. I think that would be really, really interesting to hear from y'all, because I don't know, it was a little tiny Colourpop break. All right, so next is a new collaboration between Makeup Revolution and Patricia Bright, which I actually do really like her. I don't watch every single video, but I mostly watch her, like, she does like these try-on videos where she tries like random fashion brands, and I just think she's really funny. I really like her sense of humor. So I was excited when I was just scrolling through the newest release on Ulta, which I should not be doing, but I was doing, and I was like, ooh, Patricia Bright. Like, I didn't even know that this was happening. I don't know. I must have missed it, honestly. But I have to say I'm a little bit confused. I feel like the palette, does it have the name on here? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Okay, so the palette on the bottom, that's neutral and has like a few pops of colors. I feel like that is so her. Like, she does mostly all neutral looks, and then every once in a while you'll see her with like a blue on the lid or a red on the lid. Like, that's just her makeup style. So I feel like seeing the palette on top, like, I'm just so confused because that looks like a palette she would never use. Like, that just does not look like her makeup style at all, which feels confusing to me because it's like when it's a collaboration and you're doing 2 full palettes, like, why would you do something that's not even your makeup style? Maybe I missed the point. I'm like I said, I don't know if she did an announcement video. If she did, I'll have to go and watch it and see her reasoning. I'd be curious to hear, but just my first impression thoughts were like, huh? Huh? Like, this from a neutral queen? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I was just a little confused by it, but either way, I'm not really super into Makeup Revolution shadows. I feel like they're pumping collabs out every 2 seconds, which kind of makes them feel less special. So for me, this is a pass, but I am happy for her. Congratulations to Patricia. I feel like she definitely deserves it. She does really, really great videos. I think that she just has such a nice personality. She seems like a really lovely person. So very excited for her to have the opportunity, but it's just neither of the palettes really speak to me. Alrighty, y'all, so that is pretty much everything for today's video. I feel like I didn't even say anything. Do you just have one of those days where you're just talking and you're going about your life and it's like you're existing, but you don't feel like you did anything important or that you said anything important or meaningful or significant, and it was just blabber? Because that's kind of how I feel right now. And I don't mean that in like a self-deprecating, like I'm so awful kind of way. I just feel weird, and this is my first glass of wine. Don't get it twisted. It's not because of that. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just tired and it's a Friday night and I don't know. I have no explanation. So if this is your first video from me, I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I'll probably be normal, more normal, hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed, no promises, more normal in tomorrow's video if you decide to stick around. So that's everything. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.